Let's clear something up right now. Expensive skincare isn't automatically better, and cheap skincare isn't automatically bad. In this video, I'll be breaking down what skincare products are actually worth your money, where you can save, and where splurging actually makes sense from a dermatologist perspective. Here's a rule I use when deciding whether something is worth splurging on. If a product is biologically active, meaning that it changes how your skin cells behave, quality does matter more. If it's primarily supportive, like through cleansing, moisturizing, protecting your skin, you usually don't need to overspend. Now, retinoids are absolutely worth investing in. They stimulate collagen, they improve texture, they regulate cell turnover, and they help with acne, pigmentation, wrinkles. But formulation matters. Stability, delivery system, and irritation control all make a difference. This is where medical grade, well, I say medical grade, more like clinically studied or prescription level retinoids outperform budget options. Now, if there's one category that I tell people to prioritize, it's this one. A higher end option that I really do like is the Skin Better Alpha Ret. The Alpha Ret combines a retinoid with an alpha hydroxy acid in a way that's effective but well tolerated. There's also a bunch of other nourishing goodies in the Alpha Ret product. Another retinoid option, and I consider this to be a little bit more accessible, still splurge worthy, is the Beauty Pie Youth Balm Extreme Retinol Triple Renewal Serum. I think this is a strong retinoid option. It has a fast acting gram-active retinoid as well as a slower acting retinaldehyde, along with bakuchiol and a bunch of other skin nourishing and skin firming ingredients. I do want to make a little disclaimer that I did help formulate this retinoid and I am very proud of it. Then there are also prescription retinoids, which you can easily get online from places like DermClick, where I am also a dermatologist. For those of you who don't know, DermClick is a way to easily access prescription skincare like tretinoin, which is the gold standard retinoid. And shameless plug, I am a co-founder because I truly believe that access to prescription skincare should be available to everyone. So yes, when it comes to retinoids, I do recommend investing in them if you can. But honestly, there are still some wonderful budget-friendly and effective retinoids out there from brands like Rock, Olay, CeraVe. Please let me know in the comments if you'd like me to make a separate video on budget-friendly retinoids. Vitamin C is powerful, but it's also notoriously unstable. Poor formulations can oxidize quickly, which means they either don't work or they can irritate your skin. A higher end option that I love is the SkinCeuticals C Ferulic. I mean, this one is considered to be the GOAT, the gold standard vitamin C with 15% L-ascorbic acid along with ferulic acid and vitamin C. I have literally seen this transform people's skin in real time as someone who's been practicing for the last 15 years. Revision C+ Correcting Complex is another high-end formula that I'm obsessed with. This is very well formulated. I love this for sensitive skin. It also has something called Melapath technology to further help even out skin tone. Another high-end favorite is the Skin Better Alto Advanced. In addition to vitamin C, it has 18 other antioxidants in it. So I mean, it has amazing free radical fighting power. If vitamin C is part of your routine, which I do highly recommend that it is, this is another category where quality does matter. Now, eye creams are controversial because some people think you don't even need them, but here's my honest take. If you're dealing with fine lines, crepey texture, dark circles, a well-formulated eye cream that is dedicated for that delicate skin around the eyes can be helpful. But it doesn't need to be luxury priced. Look for products that contain peptides, gentle retinoids, or caffeine, not fancy packaging. I am a fan of the Rock Dual Eye Cream. I think this one's especially cool because they have two compartments in the jar. There's one for the lower eyelid, which focuses on things like dark circles, and then one for the upper eyelid to focus on like lifting. I'm also a fan of some K-beauty eye products, like the Axis Y Vegan Collagen Eye Serum is great. There's another brand called Wanderlust Beauty, which has a great eye cream if you want to hide like bags or dark circles. Growth factors are one of the categories where formulation, stability, and delivery really do matter, which is why this is an area where splurging can make sense. Growth factors help support skin repair, regeneration, and overall skin resilience. Now, they don't replace retinoids, but they do work alongside them to improve skin quality, especially as skin ages. Some options I trust clinically include the Skin Medica TNS Advanced Plus Serum, as well as the Neocutis Bioserum Firm. These are definitely more on the high end. When it comes to one that's slightly more accessible, I'm a fan of the Allies of Skin Multi-Peptide and Growth Factor Advanced Lifting Serum, which combines both growth factors and peptides for a more comprehensive approach. These can be particularly helpful if your skin feels slower to heal, thinner, or less resilient than it used to. Peptides are a supportive category. They can help signal collagen production and improve firmness over time, but they're not meant to replace stronger actives like retinoids. So that said, well-formulated peptide products can definitely make a noticeable difference in skin texture and strength when used consistently. Some of my go-to peptide forward options include elastin, the restorative skin complex. This uses elastin and collagen building peptides. I'm also a big fan of the SkinCeuticals P-Tiox, which uses neuropeptides to help decrease muscular contractions that lead to wrinkles. And there are several formulations from Neocutis and Allies of Skin, which, like I've mentioned earlier, can have an overlap with peptide and growth factor technology. Think of peptides as skin coaches. They can help guide better behavior, but they work best when layered with proven actives. Overall, I'm a fan and I think they are worth investing in. Now, here's where you generally don't need to splurge. Cleansers, they're on your skin for seconds, okay? And there's moisturizers. Unless they include advanced actives like peptides or growth factors, you don't need to splurge on moisturizers. And then of course, sunscreens. Consistency really matters more than price. A gentle cleanser, a barrier supportive moisturizer, and a sunscreen you'll actually wear are really enough. Now, if you're prioritizing, invest in your retinoid, invest in your vitamin C, choose a moisturizer that supports your barrier, and really don't overthink the rest. That's how you get results without overspending. Skincare does not need to be complicated or expensive to work. It just needs to make sense. To make life easier for you, I created a list for you with all the products recommended in this video. Let me know in the comments what video you want to see next. Thanks so much for watching.